So first things first, I can tell you that the one thing that he does know that he needs me to do, as you can see, is help him out with a hood. When he's acquired this car, it has no hood on it because of obvious reasons. Not that he couldn't have one, he just needs to have one that's properly trimmed for it. So that's where we come in. That's where this really all started. He sent in a hood along with the vehicle, and if I'm not mistaken, this is actually the original hood that goes with it. But he wants me to trim it for him so that he can put it on the car and drive it around without having an issue. If it does rain, trying to keep most of it dry. And of course, just from an aesthetics standpoint, it needs to have a hood. So we're gonna go ahead and get that trimmed up and fit it on the car. He's also ordered some racing seats that he needs installed. So we're gonna go ahead and help him fix the situation inside the car with no racing seats and get some racing seats mounted in there for him. And then, like I said, it's got plenty of goodies on it. It's still NA, doesn't have a supercharger or a turbo, doesn't have nitrous. I know people were looking at this car online when we posted pictures and said, hey, that thing has a tire on it and it's also got some Bellix, but it's NA. What's going on? Well, we're still learning about this car. So we're gonna look at getting rid of this exhaust probably, and then integrating a new custom-made exhaust by us with a valve setup on it so that he can flip a switch when he starts it up in the morning and keep his neighbors happy, and then when he gets out of the neighborhood, go ahead and flip the switch the other way and let it open up. So we're gonna go ahead and inspect the car right now, get it on the lift, see what we can find, and we will check back in with you as soon as we know what we're doing. So as you saw, we've got Jake's new Z06, new to him. It's an 08 that we recently took delivery of and are helping him set up to his liking. First and foremost, it doesn't have a hood on it. So he's asked us to help him get a hood on this thing. I've got to trim it very nicely to fit very snug with the intake manifold setup that's been installed on the vehicle, because we do want to keep that. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take this hood that was delivered with the car on a really snowy, nasty day. I went ahead and cleaned it up for him, and then I'll start figuring out the process that I want to go about making this cut. But ultimately, I need to take a measurement of what can be protruding from the engine bay, and we pretty much know what that is based on some pictures that we did find on the internet, which makes it a little easier. I'll build a template out of cardboard and then make our cut and trim accordingly until it fits just the way we want. Here we go. Yay, we finished this job. It was so fun. It wasn't dirty at all. Yeah, right. So glad I volunteered to trim this hood for you, Jake, in your Corvette. Especially since I completely forgot that the entire car is made out of fiberglass. Bah! Look at this place. Yep, don't worry. We keep a real clean shop here.
A few moments later.
So there's the hood all finished up. I ended up using a little bit of rubber trim that has some adhesive on the inside. It's basically the rubber trim that you can buy at an auto parts store for the edge of your door, and it works great because, like I said, in the center of the groove, or the deep part of the lip of it, it has some adhesive which helps hold it in place. So once you put some heat into this motor and those are there, everything will stay nice and where it's put, and also protect it from rubbing and doing anything. Hope you guys are enjoying this one. If you are, be sure to hit like. It costs you nothing and it helps us out tremendously. And if you feel like it, go ahead and hit subscribe with notifications on, so that when new car projects like this one come in the door, you're tuned in and up to date on everything that's going on here in the shop. In the meantime, let's move forward on the next step in this project.